Today, I want to talk about something that can be surprisingly difficult to recognize during healing: the difference between what feels familiar and what is actually safe. Because sometimes these two things are not the same. And I think many people spend years confusing familiarity with safety. Not because they are doing something wrong, but because our nervous system naturally becomes accustomed to what it experiences repeatedly, even when those experiences are stressful, uncomfortable, or emotionally draining. Sometimes familiar simply means, this is what I know, this is what I am used to, this is what I have experienced before. But familiar does not always mean healthy, and familiar does not always mean safe. For example, someone may become familiar with constantly putting other people's needs before their own. Someone may become familiar with walking on eggshells. Someone may become familiar with emotional unpredictability. Someone may become familiar with feeling responsible for keeping everyone happy. And because these experiences happen repeatedly, they begin to feel normal, not necessarily safe, just normal, and this can make healing confusing. Because when people begin experiencing healthier dynamics, they sometimes do not feel immediate comfort. In fact, they may feel uncomfortable, not because something is wrong, but because it is unfamiliar. Imagine spending years expecting criticism, then suddenly meeting someone who listens without judgment. Imagine spending years earning approval, then encountering someone who accepts you without requiring you to prove yourself. Imagine spending years preparing for rejection, then experiencing a connection where disagreement does not automatically threaten the relationship. At first, these experiences may not feel natural. They may even feel suspicious, because the nervous system often trusts what is familiar before it learns to trust what is safe. And I think this is one reason healing can feel so strange. Sometimes people leave unhealthy patterns and expect immediate relief, but instead they feel uncertainty because they are stepping into something new, and the nervous system is learning a language it has not spoken before. The language of safety, the language of consistency, the language of respect, the language of emotional honesty. And I know this can be frustrating because many people assume, if this is healthier, shouldn't it feel comfortable right away? Sometimes growth feels unfamiliar. Sometimes peace feels unfamiliar. Sometimes emotional safety feels unfamiliar. Not because they are wrong, but because you have spent so much time adapting to something else. And maybe part of healing is learning to ask a different question. Instead of asking, does this feel familiar? Maybe we begin asking, does this allow me to be myself? Does this allow me to relax? Does this support my well-being? Do I feel respected here? Do I feel emotionally safe here? Because familiarity can keep us connected to old patterns, but safety helps us grow beyond them. And perhaps one of the most courageous parts of healing is allowing yourself to move toward what is genuinely safe, even when it feels unfamiliar at first. Because your nervous system can learn new experiences. It can learn new patterns. It can learn that connection does not always require self-abandonment. It can learn that peace does not always have to be earned. And it can learn that what is unfamiliar today may eventually become your new normal. If this message resonates with you, you may consider giving this channel a like or subscribe. And if you know someone who may need these words right now, please share this video with them. I intend for this content to be found by people who may truly need these words at this moment in their life. I truly appreciate those of you who choose to spend your time here, especially those who have already subscribed and continue supporting this space. And wherever you are in your journey right now, may the true source of love and light gently guide you towards safety, healing, clarity, compassion, and peace.